Yo, what is going on, guys? This is going to be a market maker model gem. Um, this is kind of going to be on the left side, not even the left side and right side. First and foremost, I just want to say a lot of you guys think Mmxm is always going to be finding that original consolidation, and you have to find that best smart money reversal, and then taking it all the way to the highs. Okay, like it's best to do that. Like those are the best market maker models to see, but I'm gonna just say like every single swing retracement is a market maker model. So like for an example, this is the original consolidation. Now, I mean, I've seen some of ICT's like private stuff. Obviously, this is a large area of accumulation, and a lot of you guys would think it would have to reach this high. Let me get rid of all this. It would have to reach this high to complete the smart money reversal, and you guys would think it's wrong, bro. If you take the whole consolidation, even ICT says this, like sometimes it can stop midway, it can stop halfway of the consolidation. This isn't the right consolidation, but it can do this. So that's why sometimes in market maker models, depending on context, I probably take majority off in at the 50% of the original consolidation. That's if you see it though. But what I wanted to show you guys today is how to use inversions correctly. So, and I've studied the way ICT has been doing it, and this is kind of the way I interpret it. I'm not saying this is how it's done, but or this is how he perfectly uses it, but this is kind of how I use it, you know, the way he uses inversion. So when you see an inversion fair value gap, it's not just an inversion. Like an inversion has a purpose, you know. So let's use this market maker model for an example. I'm gonna mark out this is obviously going to be the original consolidation. Now when it comes to reaccumulation or accumulation, it's the way I see it is like PD array. So the moment it comes down and it taps into a PD array, which is probably going to be this volume imbalance or this SIBI right here. You guys see that, right? You can say this SIBI or this volume imbalance, right? So this is going to be your first area of accumulation. Let me write this down. Area of accumulation. Okay, but why is it an area of accumulation? It's not just a consolidation that I'm looking for. I'm looking for where it's actually accumulating longs. So when it hits the smart money reversal, it can kind of like get into profit once it crosses it. So all this run up is accumulating to go lower. And once we go lower to hit whatever target there was, pretty sure there's like a fair value gap, it's going to come back higher to distribute above that high. So I would use a fair value gap or a quote unquote order block that was used and not just a random ass fucking inversion. So like people who say, I mean, technically, yes, this is an inversion, right? But I don't see, you'll find more accuracy doing this where you see fair value gaps get filled on the left side, and on the right side, it's gonna, majority of the time it's gonna work. So I wouldn't use this inversion as an inversion fair value gap. I'm using the ones that was actually being used to actually take us lower. So if we use this gap or this volume imbalance, this little small little gap in here, right here, this small little gap in here, you guys see this little inefficiency? Multiple times it took price lower. So this can be our first area of accumulation, right? Let me pull out this is probably going to be a smart money reversal. And then this is going to be your leg of distribution. So let me mark this as a regional consolidation. So this volume imbalance was another area of accumulation to take us lower. So you see how this takes us lower all the way to these two lows, comes back up, respects it again. So this is another area of accumulation. But if you look back and you see that we have a breaker, right? And this is part of the 3 PD array rule, where it's like if you have 3 PD arrays, you can use it. You have a fair value gap, or you could say the breaker. So you have two breakers. You have a breaker here, and then also you have a breaker here. You have two breakers pairing up with a volume imbalance. I know it seems like nonsense, but I'm telling you, it's barely coming out outside the lines too. And sometimes you can extend these gaps like forward into time, and it's so crazy. But these are going to be your real areas of accumulation. And this is going to be your breaker. This is going to be your breaker. Why is this one a breaker? Because we got a high, low, no, a low, high, lower low, takes out this low, and then comes back higher. So this is going to be your breaker. Even though it didn't come down, pairing it up with this volume imbalance, that accumulated more shorts, right? To go lower to complete the market maker buy model. And we obviously have the left side, and then we have the right side. Now let me find another one where it's cherry picked. This could be a good one. So we have the original consolidation here, right? So pause if you want. So say if this high is full terminus, I am cherry picking, bro. So if you guys think, bro, I'm cherry picking, okay? I'm just trying to show you guys something that I found out in price, right? So let's say that this is the buy side, or yeah, let's just put it as buy side, okay? And this is going to be the original consolidation, okay? So when we were going lower to accumulate, pause, where do you guys think we was accumulating? I can see this gap right here. This gap right here is the area of accumulation, right? Because if you look, we created a SIBI, created an institutional order flow entry Joe, and we came right off of that, right? And also I see this breaker right here, this wick right here. And we're going to extend these out in time. You're going to watch how price is actually reacting off of these levels. And then I'll also see this SIBI, this large SIBI. I already know that once we traded above, I'm not even looking at the right side, okay? I just want to show you guys, like, bro, this is how I use it. So we also got the here, and boom. All right, let's get into it. And also, you can maybe say this mitigation block right here, but I wouldn't use it. All this is just chop, I would say. So we have this inversion for value gap, this inversion, and we have this breaker, right? And this, I'm not gonna lie, this is how you can trust your PD arrays on your right side. That's how you can trust this order block to hold, especially when you have confluence with ES. Maybe there's an S&T here to take it up into the buy side. But you can see that the areas of accumulation or the inversions that actually work are usually the ones that actually did something on the opposite side of the curve. And I'm gonna show you guys one more example, then I'll kind of like chop it up. Let's see. We could break this down. So we took out this low, came to the order block, and then what else? We came to the order block, went higher, treat this as an order block as well, went higher, treat this as a propulsion to go into the highs.